It's just my face again. So weird. Just looking at myself.
Have you been doing this all morning?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got like a big Drew in the middle, then a little Drew in the corner. Looking pretty sweaty actually. I need to wipe myself off.
Have you had like all the media appearances that you would be doing on what, like Good Morning America, whatever you've been doing on this?
Yeah, pretty much. Like since 1:15 last night, we had a couple with TalkSport, and I think BBC, and then back up in the morning with a few for America, then onto the UK, and then back to America. But certainly not going to complain. I'm talking about myself winning the WWE title, so I'll talk about it all day.
Well, I mean, Drew, last time I saw you was backstage at the Royal Rumble, and you just won that Royal Rumble match in front of 45,000 people. And I said, "Are you ready for your whole world to change?" And when I said that, I don't think I quite meant it how it ended up changing.
Yeah, bloody hell, mate. So you know something I didn't know. The world certainly changed. But yeah, I mean, it changed in a lot of ways. Y'all informed me also that was the first ever Brit to win the Royal Rumble. I was so focused on the WWE title and becoming the first Brit to ever win it that I didn't even take into account. And that was the first one to win the Royal Rumble, so I had to take a minute to celebrate, I remember. And yeah, things did change. You know, I was really busy, and I got really, really busy. And you know, being such a big company what WWE is, everywhere I went, people were recognizing me, which showed me that people were tuning in to WWE, which was awesome as well. And then obviously things have taken a turn recently, and the world's different, but nonetheless, I'm just as busy. We're just doing it via video chats and phone calls.
Yeah, I suppose normally you'd be in a suit and tie and everything, but I'm fully expecting that you're wearing just like tracksuit bottoms under there, right?
I've got my McIntyre t-shirt on. That's exactly what I'd be wearing if I was doing media. A suit jacket and a McIntyre t-shirt. I'm definitely wearing trousers right now.
Yes, we all believe you, Drew. I obviously watched the WWE Chronicle that was on after the first night on Saturday night, and you could see that it was obviously an enormously emotional kind of build-up for you. And how much of a roller coaster was it? How many ups were there and downs where things kept changing?
It was mental. Like my 19 years have been full of so many ups and downs, but the past 3 months, you could probably just make a movie on the 3 months. So the Chronicle itself is like something directed by Alfred Hitchcock or M. Night Shyamalan or something, with all the twists that have happened. You wouldn't think it's even real. Like from the highest of highs, winning the Rumble when y'all were there, and to continue in that, and the crowd rallying behind me and really gaining momentum and telling my real story as I was gaining momentum, and the crowd starting to relate to me, and the pieces of the puzzle falling into like place absolutely perfect. And I was like, wow, this is the way it was meant to be. This is where I needed to get to be the top guy. It's all going perfect. And then as the documentary showed, I was in Scotland after being in London to film the obviously the BT Sport commercial, the advert. And 3:30 in the morning, I got the message, boom, we have to pull you out. And I'm sending frantic text messages to everybody, just trying to make sure we can get everyone up and film it as quick as we can. It was getting pulled out, and the camera catches just how genuinely angry I was and disappointed that I wasn't getting to go to Scotland for one and see everybody, watching the Rangers game. And you know, just thinking about things in general, because there was so much uncertainty, I just didn't know how to react. So there was that anger, there was that disappointment, and then the news came out WrestleMania was going to be the PC. Obviously the documentary captured my emotion in that moment. It was hard to kind of be that vulnerable on camera, I guess, but I just wanted the world to, you know, see me that way, because we're all feeling the same for different reasons during this time. And you know, it was a heck of a roller coaster. And eventually, after the disappointment, and I realized how serious all this was and how much people are being affected in the worst possible kind of ways. And knowing that we're pushing forward, we're still living WrestleMania, we're still bringing entertainment to everybody. And I'm going to be in the main event, fighting for the title against Brock Lesnar with my story, which is hopefully an inspiring story to people. I wanted to give them a happy ending. I wanted to give them a reason to smile and take their mind off things during these difficult times.
Could you feel, obviously, you know, normally in the WWE, it's you know, you judge the fan reaction from the actual fans that are there, the universe in attendance. But could you still feel your momentum and the surge of support you had just from afar, just from, you know, social media, everyone Our Twitter account has been full of people just supporting you. Obviously, it's a British Twitter account, which will make some difference. But could you still feel that surge of support?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it wasn't like just the UK; it was all over the world, just so many different countries. And obviously, the BT account had a lot of special messages on there from people I know, like some of my closest friends, which was humbling. Just all the nice things they said about me. Like I really don't think that much about things I've been able to achieve, and it was so cool. They say to me the difference I made in British wrestling and Scottish wrestling, and like being a leader and helping pull people up. Like I just always look at it as it's a team, and whatever your role is in the team, it's your job to help everyone around you. And it was so cool to hear all that. And I have had all these ups and downs, but I was told my first day of training when I was 15, be nice to everyone on the way up because it's the same people on the way down. And with all the ups and downs, I've tried to be the same guy. I tried to be nice and humble, no matter what was going on, and to see like my fellow performers, fans that have met me, not just in WWE and just in other companies, and Impact Wrestling and Ring of Honor, AEW, New Japan, just performers from every company saying such positive things with their experiences with me really meant the world. And then the response afterward is I can't even keep up with the response. It's been so wild.
Wolfgang messaged yesterday and said that there's now, and this is his maths, all right, so if this is wrong, it's his fault, but it says that there's 5 Scottish WWE champions within a 40-mile radius, all from a 40-mile radius. That must give you some kind of pride.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of pride. It's mental. Like Scotland only has 5 million people in it. And, I was the first ever Scot signed to WWE at 21. And now to see such a large representation and to see so many champions within WWE, I mean, the whole of Scotland's probably not much more than 40 miles, to be fair. But it is, really cool that so many people, Wolfgang's somebody that was around when I was only been around for a couple of years. I took his original training sessions. So I'm so glad to see how far he's come. But hopefully some of the others, as they said, were kind of inspired by what I did getting to America. And it's amazing, not just in Scotland, but the whole of the UK, how many talented performers we have now. Like when I started, we were restarting the scene. We were starting from scratch. And now we've just got such unlimited talent. And I'm so proud of everybody for working so hard and really putting the scene on the map. And it's just the beginning. Like my goal as soon as I can, like I've said it to you guys, like when we can travel again, I'm coming over, we're getting the open top bus. I'm going from the top of Scotland to the bottom of England. And we're petitioning for that big pay-per-view that the UK deserves, because SummerSlam 92 was a minute ago. So now that I've got the strap, now I've got the title, I've got a bit of stroke, I'm going to push to make it happen.
Well, yeah, we were asking our followers and everything on social about the pay-per-view in Britain where you'd won it. It was kind of split. It was half Hampden and half Wembley. Where are you falling on that?
I mean, obviously it'd be cool to be in Hampden, so I grew up so close to it. But WWE was a 2-day event this year. Why can't we do one night in Hampden and one night in Wembley? That'd be huge. God, you're just putting ideas in my head. That's a great idea. I'm going to start pitching this stuff. But first, I need my open top tour. I need to get in all the big news stations. We're going to push it like crazy. Myself and BT and WWE together are going to make this happen.
Yeah, no pressure on us then.
Not at all.
Do you feel like overnight, do you feel different? Because now you are kind of the official face of the company, right?
Oh, yeah. Let me just reach down and wave this around. Here's the nameplate.
Let's see the new plates as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's surreal. Obviously, it's very different circumstances than we, expect at WrestleMania. But these are very different circumstances we're living in. But as everybody saw last night with my reaction, it's very real to me. Watching it back last night on the couch, very strange, but exact same feelings as I had in that moment. I can't believe that I beat Brock Lesnar very convincingly, kicked out an F5 at 1. And then afterwards, we've been presented the WWE title, and I kind of lost myself in the moment. Everyone got to see that moment when I had a very personal moment myself. And then I remembered those millions of people watching. It's a main event of WrestleMania. I saw that camera. We're not supposed to look down it like this, break that fourth wall. I couldn't help myself. I looked down it and just thanked everyone, thanked them for believing in me and sticking behind me, thanked them for tuning into WWE to take their mind off things during these difficult times, and WWE had the choice to edit it out. They didn't. They kept it in there, even though it's not something we traditionally do, which was pretty cool because, you know, that was the moment I realized, wow, that's right, there's people watching right now. So many. I'm having my own little WWE title world right now, and I wanted to just let them know that I appreciate them so much, and it was cool we kept that in there.
How was it? I guess it was last night was the first time you've ever technically watched yourself live, right?
Yep. Very, very strange. I watched WrestleMania from the couch for the first time since WrestleMania 23 in Scotland.
I guess you never thought when you had your WrestleMania main event, you would actually be able to watch it.
I mean, unless you're a psychic, then no, no one could have predicted this. It was really bizarre, and you don't know how it's going to come across. And I'm very good at pushing things out of my mind. So, you know, it wasn't official till it was official. And then the title wasn't mine. I wasn't allowed to look at it until it was official, because things can change in this industry. And until it actually happened, then I was allowed to go seek out the title in its hiding place and take it out and allow myself to say, you're WWE champion. You did it. Like, after all these years of fighting, you're finally reached the top of the mountain.
And what's the bucket list now? Because you ticked off 2 huge things last night. You won the world title, your main event at WrestleMania. Where next?
And beat Brock Lesnar on my first attempt, which not many people do. The next for me is, I don't know the future. Nobody does. I'm hoping we can push forward. You know, following the CDC guidelines, we can still bring content to everybody. And the world's a different place. I'm proud to be champion, and I want to make sure everyone keeps getting an entertaining show every week. That's right now, when things start normalizing, I want to get back to the UK, and I want to push for that UK pay-per-view. And that is a big deal to me. But I got a lot of goals now that I'm champion. It's one thing to get to the title. It has been an incredible, hard journey. But this is just the beginning. This is day one of the hard work beginning, when it's actually staying champion is the hard part.
In the build-up to last night, you were you managed to get some beef with Chris Sutton, Celtic legend, yes, and BT Sport talent. This morning, I was looking through social media, and I see apparently you've called Tyson Fury out. He says
he called me out. He called
you out, saying you called him out. He says, first of all, congratulations. What a fantastic job he did. Fair enough. I think we all agree there. Secondly, I accept his challenge. Anytime, any place, anywhere. So any words for Tyson?
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep this going. Like, obviously, myself and Sutton get a bit of beef going, so maybe I'll beat Sutton. I won't need a Claymore. That's going to be over easy. Maybe a Glasgow Kiss, 3-second match. And then myself and Fury, yep, I'm ready. When everything gets back to normal, set it up. Maybe we can do it in Hampden. Maybe we can do it in Wembley. He can pick the ground. I don't care. He started this. He predicted me winning against Lesnar, which I appreciated. Then he talked a bunch of trash. So he started it. Then I responded on TalkSport today. Now he fired back. So, all right, mate, let's do this thing. Let's have the super fight. Let's do it in the UK. And he can maybe get about, see, Brock got 4 Claymores. I got about 8 ready for Fury.
Well, it's going to be the big BT Sport war. You, Sutton and Fury.
Oh, heck yeah. We can make it a triple threat if we want. It'd be funny to watch me and Tyson batter Sutton for a while, actually, then fight each other.
All right, then, Drew. I know you've got a busy day of talking to every media outlet on the planet. So I'll let you get back to that. But, of course, I've got to say congratulations and well done. And the whole of Britain. And, wow, I mean, Scotland must have gone absolutely mad. The Tartan Army must have gone crazy last night. So congratulations for everything you've done and reaching the top of the mountain.
No, thank you. I appreciate everybody back home. Appreciate you guys and all your hard work for pushing WWE. And like, I know in the future we're going to do some really big things.